Recap in minutes. In today's video, we will be enjoying a horror action film, entitled Navy SEALs vs. Zombies. There will be spoilers ahead, chill out and enjoy. The movie begins with a police officer approaching a van to investigate as he finds it suspicious. The lone police officer grabs his flashlight as he moves closer to the vehicle in question. Out of nowhere, he is attacked and then killed by 3 zombies. Meanwhile, SEAL Team 6 welcomes their newest member, AJ Prescott. He is warned by Petty Officer First Class Carl that it's not going to be easy for him as he is replacing a well-loved SEAL member who was killed in combat near the Pakistan border after he got separated from the rest of the team. Carl gets emotional recalling the adversity he had to go through when the incident happened. AJ goes back home to his pregnant wife. When asked if the SEAL team that he is a part of is good enough to keep him safe, AJ assures her that the SEAL members are the best. In the capital state of Louisiana, Amanda, a reporter, expresses disappointment after being tasked to cover the press conference hosted by Vice President Bentley. Dave, her fellow reporter, reminds her that this is their job and they are expected to deliver. She complains that the vice president does not take her questions. After the government official gives a short speech, he entertains questions from the press. Amanda raises her hand to ask a question. As she anticipated, the vice president ignored her. While the press conference is underway, agents guarding the building against the outside notice a suspicious character. One agent is sent to investigate, but the suspect is nowhere to be found. As the press conference ends, Bentley, together with his team members, exits the building just right in time for them to witness a woman being attacked by a zombie. One Secret Service agent shoots and kills the zombie before taking the vice president back inside for safety. While the Secret Service team is scrambling to keep the VP safe, people outside the building are attacked by zombies. They then turn into zombies themselves after getting infected. While AJ spends time with his wife, he receives a call that he must report to the base. No other information is given. He tells his wife that he is not certain what the mission is, and he has no idea when he'd be coming back. The SEALs are updated about what just happened in Baton Rouge by Lieutenant Commander Scheer. They are reminded that the vice president is in the state capitol. They are also told that a distress call was sent out, and the FBI deployed its special hostage rescue team. However, the team has not reported back for an update with them. Lieutenant Commander Scheer informs them that their mission is to rescue the vice president from the state capitol building. The team is reminded that the task at hand is tremendous. He then lets Lieutenant Pete Cunningham give the final instructions. Pete gives the team the last known location of the vice president and the official's code name. They are warned not to use heavy weapons. Since they are unable to communicate with the Secret Service agents, there is no confirmation that the vice president is still in the location. The SEALs then equip themselves and parachute into Baton Rouge. Once the team lands, they begin to search the building, but it appears to be empty. The team moves to another location in an effort to locate the vice president. The SEALs eventually find VP Bentley, along with the reporters and a few Secret Service agents. The vice president informs the SEALs that one of his men is severely hurt. Petty Officer First Class Billy, the team's medic, attends to the vice president and then checks on the agent, who is currently handcuffed. He is now infected. The now turned agent breaks from his restraints, overpowering both Pete and Billy. Before it gets out of control, another agent shoots him in the head. Pete speaks to Commander Scheer to ask for the estimated time of arrival of the helicopter that is supposed to take them out. The commander reminds Pete that his priority is to secure the president and wait for the chopper. Meanwhile, CIA agent Stacy Thomas shares her knowledge about what the SEALs are currently dealing with. Agent Thomas tells Commander Scheer that the situation is actually a biological attack and that she has an asset on site that could potentially reverse the infection. Her key asset needs to be evacuated along with her staff. Scheer's men are the only hope for them to be taken to safety. Commander Scheer is convinced and orders Pete to stay a little longer as other subjects are in need of their help. He also instructs Pete to prevent anyone who is bitten. Thomas tells Scheer that they are up against a biological agent. A virus that could weaponize humans in the form of a zombie. Scheer orders his men to block off all access in and out of the capital. That's the only way to contain the virus. Pete Cunningham informs the vice president that he and his staff will have to be on the roof to get ready for evacuation. He also asks if anyone is bitten. While nobody admits to being infected, Margaret, one of Bentley's staff, appears to be sick. She goes to the bathroom and washes her wounds. Outside the building, AJ asks for permission to shoot the zombies as they continue to attack civilians. Pete refuses to green light it as doing so will compromise their position. Moments later, one zombie heads towards Chief Petty Officer Travis's position. He asks for an order, but he is too late to respond. In the process, he is bitten. Billy is called to attend to Travis, but the officer succumbs to the infection and dies. A member of the FBI rescue team turns into a zombie and starts attacking the vice president's staff. Pete takes the back of the infected agent and shoots the zombie in the head. Pete receives an update that the helicopter is approaching. Amanda convinces Dave to stay behind as this is an opportunity of a lifetime for both of them. Dave is hesitant at first but decides to stay in the end. When Amanda informs Pete that she and Dave are not boarding the helicopter, the officer warns them that there's no other help coming. The vice president and his team leave on a helicopter. Not much later, the helicopter crashes, indicating that one of the vice president's staff who was bitten, turned into a zombie and attacked them. Scheer instructs Pete to rescue the scientists from a laboratory. They are the only hope of stopping the outbreak. The officer then instructs his men on the new task at hand. He also gives them the go signal to shoot anyone who looks like a threat or infected. Pete also orders AJ to look after the two reporters. The SEALs then proceed to their new mission of rescuing the scientists. After being attacked by multiple zombies, AJ, along with the other two reporters, gets separated from the rest of the team. Pete refuses to go back as he feels that AJ will be heading to the extraction location. In spite of being pursued by zombies, the remaining SEALs are successful in reaching their objective position. As soon as they are safely inside the building, they immediately proceed to the upper floors to search for the scientists. They talk to a security guard by the name of Larry, and he shows them the way to where they need to go. In addition to this, Larry informs them that the area is crawling with zombies. AJ and the two reporters make their way to the objective target. AJ sees an infected child approaching their location. Dave begs AJ to shoot the kid before she gets too close. AJ hesitates to shoot and drops his gun. He assures the girl that he won't harm her. All of a sudden, she attacks and bites AJ's arm. Feeling the effects of the virus, AJ calls his wife and persuades her that he's okay despite feeling weak. He then asks her to patch him through the base. AJ is ordered to proceed to the secondary target before the airspace is restricted. The SEALs finally come across Rebecca, Agent Thomas' asset. Rebecca informs the team that there's no cure for the infection for now, but she believes that a vaccine can be created. She just needs a sample from one of the zombies. In order to stop the disease from spreading across the country, Commander Scheer has given the order to the military to destroy any bridges and block any exits that lead out of the city. AJ, Dave, and Amanda are moving their way steadily closer to the place where they will be evacuated. Dave is suddenly ambushed and killed by a zombie that appears out of nowhere. Meanwhile, the SEALs are able to get a sample from one of the zombies. The scientist tells them that she just needs 2 minutes more before they can leave. As the SEAL team prepares to leave the building, they spot AJ and Amanda outside. Pete seems to be more interested in leaving the building already as he is feeling the pressure from his commander. He points out that they need to get the scientists back to base as instructed. Carl volunteers to reach AJ and Amanda. Pete assures him that he'll hold the chopper for them. Scheer is not thrilled that Pete will be holding off the rescue helicopter for AJ and Amanda. Assures his superiors that the two will make it on time. Carl is able to reach Amanda and AJ. On their way to the pickup point, they are attacked by zombies, but Carl stays back and holds them off, eventually sacrificing himself, giving AJ and Amanda enough time to get to the landing zone and reunite with the rest of the SEAL team. At the landing zone, the remaining survivors are gearing up to board without Carl. When Pete asks AJ to board the chopper, AJ admits to Pete that he is infected and is staying behind. Pete grabs his gun and shoots some zombies running in their direction. He then tells AJ to get on the chopper, but the newest member of the team refuses as he does not want to infect anyone. Pete insists that AJ go with them, saying he isn't leaving him behind again and that the scientist on board may have the cure for the virus. Billy also warns AJ that he is staying if AJ chooses to stay. AJ finally gives in and boards the helicopter. At the same time as the rescue helicopter is leaving the building, it is seen that missiles are pounding Baton Rouge and taking out the zombies that are on the ground. The following scene displays CIA agent Stacey Thomas having a meeting with senators to discuss the recent outbreak that came dangerously close to taking her life as well as the lives of all of the members of the SEAL team. It is also revealed that AJ and the other Navy SEALs are immune to the sickness because they were given shots that altered their molecular structure. These shots were of the 5-scale intensive 7 series variety, and they were designed to make them immune to the fatal virus. The movie ends with AJ finally reuniting with his wife, Emily. AJ also now knows what he'll name his son will be, and that is going to be Carl. Carl sacrificed his life for him and Amanda to make it to the landing zone and survive. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this and help the channel grow.